Why do you need to cut off some part of my body? Who gave you that right to cut some part of my body just so you can turn me to be the way you want me to be? As an adult, I have grown not to be sexually expressive because someone took a decision for me over my own body. Because we don't understand that sex itself is a healer. The portal that brought you and me into this life should be worshipped, should be thought of in our way. Your job as a parent is to tell a child the pros and the cons. Tell the child that sex could give them STDs. Tell them that it could bring emotional attachment to them. Tell them that it can lead to pregnancy. I have sat down over the years to think about part of me that has been stolen by someone's ideologies. It stole away all the passion and the fire I have when I get into the act. It stole away my orgasm because naturally I don't. And this is the greatest tragedy. Hi, my name is Ify, and this is my channel. Ever since I can remember, love making has been demonized. From culture to tradition to religion, it has been demonized. And I often ask this question now that as an adult, is it not better to make love than to make war? Why is war not heavily demonized the way love making is being demonized? I know there is something in the metric structure that no one is talking about, but I don't care about the topic that is left undiscussed, or some hush-hush truths people are scared to face, or some tradition that has indoctrinated into you that is stealing so much away from you that you don't want to talk about. Today I want to talk about me, my experience in the matrix, in the ideology that was passed down from my mother to my grandmother to my great-grandmother down to myself. How this has created an impact in my personality, in the decision I make, in the overall humanity, womanity, femininity, everything that I am and everything that I want to be. This topic is the destruction circumcision has on me. I know some of you will say, hey, but no one does it now. Hello, hold on, because we need to go back from the past to trace down to where we are. Because if for no reason someone could have that idea and experimented it on me, that means there is more that person has that I don't even know, that I need to know. It's about the social construct. But before I get into it, let me start by telling you that is listening to me that society has a structure, and we call it the matrix, the tradition of how things are, how things should be, and the way it should be. Now, I don't have issue with how you choose to pattern your life as long as it is okay for you and it gives you happiness. I simply have an issue for you to make a tradition out of your own ideology and perception and believe that it should be everyone's way of life. First of all, it's an embarrassment to my own soul that in the uniqueness of my being and every individual's, that I must live my life to tailor into your own perception. Unfortunately, we don't choose who our parents are. I was born in the 80s, and I know that women in my own tradition, culture, belief system who were born in the 80s, all of these women were circumcised. And the reason why we were circumcised is for people's reputation. You don't bring shame to the family. Don't go and get unwanted pregnancy. Don't make us feel like we don't raise you well. You have to get married a virgin, do this. But life doesn't turn out that way. They lie to us. My own pain is, why do you need to cut off some part of my body? Why do you need to? Who gave you that right? As a child, you're a baby, so all the decisions will be made by your parents. Your mother made the same decision because her own mother made the same decision. And it takes a whole lot of self-truth for you to decide you don't want to make the same decision for your own child. I have grown to look at society to see the metrics and how destructive it is and what it is stealing away from me. Because tell me the medical, emotional, mental advantage of circumcision if it's not for ego. Tell me. You want to tame my sexual expression? As an adult, I have grown not to be sexually expressive because someone took a decision for me over my own body. It's not funny because this was really a war between myself and whoever that brought this into system that we should circumcise a girl child to tame her sexual expression. Now, my own body is being, part of it is being cut off. And because the clit is being cut off, I cannot fully express myself. The demonization of sex is actually the problem that is facing us today because most couples don't even enjoy themselves fully well because we don't understand that sex itself is a healer. The portal that brought you and me into this life should be worshipped, should be thought of in our way. Your job as a parent is to tell a child the pros and the cons. Tell the child that sex could give them STDs. Tell them that it could bring emotional attachment to them. Tell them that it can lead to pregnancy. Just like every other thing. If you go to a movie theater and watch a comedy movie, you laugh. If you go there and watch a tragedy, you cry. If you go there and watch a blue movie, you know what I mean? You feel the other way around. These are emotional expressions. No matter how good laughter is, you don't go to burial or funeral or where people are mourning and then you go laughing. You should also caution your kids that you mourn with people that mourn and you're happy with people who are happy. Everything has its place. Not you chopping off what could also help them to intimate with your husband, have a better relationship with themselves, love life, and be happy. Because oftentimes, most bitter women are women who are not sexually satisfied. Research has proven that. If you meet couple who often constantly fight, get deep into their sexual life, you find that it is impaired. One person is not getting it better with the other person. Now, how can I get it better when there is part of me that is chopped off? Because I'm working hard to bring pleasure to what is naturally given. You don't work hard to laugh. You don't work hard to get hungry. But I have to work extra hard for me to put my mind into the act so that I can feel it. Because you notice that when couples do this, they bond more. They heal more. There has been a proof that couples that enjoy sexual expressions beat stress better, live happier, and laugh more often. They hold often. But mine is chopped away. It's taken away. For them or for someone to think out that a girl's child needs to get the clitoris chopped off because that's where the hallmark of pleasure comes from for most women. You cut some part of it off or all of them off. Whatever that triggered that thoughts. I have sat down over the years to think about part of me that has been stolen by someone's ideologies. And I start what I call social deconstruction. I need that because a part of me is stolen away by the society with random reasons that want to suit a particular kind of person. I disagree with it. So now you work so hard to bring yourself into the center to feel something that should naturally come to you. That's the state I found myself into. And I see myself like I'm doing it for my husband. I'm actually not doing it for me because it doesn't come easy and it doesn't come naturally for me. I have a conversation with my girls when we are having girls talk and everyone is expressing how they feel doing the thing. Do you know how I feel? I feel so heartbroken because I should be in that shoe. I should be that girl. I should be that person who is experiencing and experimenting these things. How come I am not? How come I need to work hard? It's not that I don't want to. It's just that the fire is not there like it is for them naturally. Each time I find out that you are the kind of person that enjoys the act, the first question I ask you is, are you circumcised? And believe me, 98.8% of the people I ask say they are not circumcised. And this keep driving me back to the same part. Because, my mom and her friends do come around at home and they all talk about how they feel with sex. I used to overhear them have that conversation. And all of them play the roles like, it's not my thing. I don't want it. Hey, they're disturbing me. My husband keep disturbing me. Like, they don't like it, like it's hard work for them. But all of these women are women in that generation who are princesses and queens of circumcision. They did it, they do it, they are still doing it. They believe so much in it. I don't want to be like them because nature is so fair. Nature is so fair that what it gives to this person, it gives to the other person. The same way your partner enjoy the euphoria of the act is the same way you are meant to enjoy the euphoria as well. It's not that it is better here and it is not better here. No. So what I'm saying today is that it stole away all the passion and the fire I have when I get into the act. It stole away my orgasm because naturally I don't. And this is the greatest tragedy. I need you to work so hard to talk me into doing it before I get down to do it. Meanwhile, this is supposed to be an easy thing, a natural thing. I was having this conversation with a male child who told me that our great-grandfathers are wise, that his ancestors are wise. I said, really, how? He said, because they have observed that this is the place that if they don't tame and cut off that part, women would have gone crazy and nobody is going to control the society. Like, are you kidding me? This was what he told me. A wise man once said that if you get into a house where husband and wife are having arguments and fighting constantly, call them out and ask the man, when was the last time you touched your wife? Because that part has a healing mechanism. But when you don't have the passion, the fire, the enthusiasm to get into the act, it becomes work and it becomes chaotic. Who are we to blame? Ourselves? I mean, I don't know who to blame here because I know that my mom also experienced this from her mom, which is the reason why I said my own daughter is not going to experience this. Everyone has the right to live in their full human potential. Now I've grown up, have friends, we talk about these things, and I realized that I was shortchanged somewhere along the line. I'm working with some therapists who keep telling me, focus on the mind, focus on the mind. I know, focus on the mind, focus on the mind. I'm trying, I'm doing it. I'm trying to put in all the work. But am I supposed to work this hard to allow what is meant to be natural? Am I? I'm not supposed to. But this is what the matrix did to me. Now, like I said, the matrix is so intentional in taking away your joy, your happiness from you. I noticed this. It's not just in the act. It is in so many things. And your girl, me, this adult, I'm so determined to deconstruct or to start deconstructing the matrix with you so that we can pull down those false self that they have brought into the table to deny you of who you are as a woman. If you know who you are as a woman, you bloom better. The demonization of the act, the story told about it, is not the truth. That place is a portal that births life. That place should be worshipped. It's a place of awe and the excitement and the ecstasy that comes from that portal should humble your ego to seek for what created this and made this what it is. We are the Mother Earth. I don't care about the social constructs because it's clear to me that someone sat down intentionally to create these things and make them to suit them. It's an individual ideology. I have my ideology. You can access God. I can access God. Every child of God can access God. So what made you to feel that you can hear better from God than I can hear better from Him? What I'm saying is that I heard from God and He says the act of lovemaking is not exactly what we're taught that to be. And when I tell you that, would you listen to me? Would you believe it? You might not believe because you feel you are more human than I am. And that is the greatest tragedy, because no human is more human than other human. I assess God, we are uniquely different. Our soul expression and our soul work is so different. Yours is not better than me. And the different doesn't mean better. Do you understand? So why would you think that you heard from God better than I hear from God? And I'm telling you today that all of those constructs, all of those ideologies, I am pulling them down one after the other. If you stick around in this channel and if you believe in this league, you can go down to the comment section and drop your comment to me. Trust me, I'm going to read it and put a heart to it. The deed has been done. Yes, I know. Everything that has happened against my circumcision, however I perceive it, I know. Do I forgive my mother 100%? Is it her fault? I don't think so. I believe that it takes every individual to get to the pain and use the pain to change their current story. Don't get addicted with your pain and feel because you can endure pain, then pain should be okay for everyone. You should be able to look for your ultimate self and find yourself in the midst of it all. Get into the comment section and tell me what you feel or what circumcision has done for you. Are you circumcised? Do you know anyone who is not? Is it in any way affecting your sexual life or in any way or form? Get into the comment section and tell me your story. And I promise you, I'm going to respond to you and I'm going to put a heart into it. Thank you for watching this video and see you on my next video as we keep deconstructing the metrics that intend to destroy us. See you on my next video. Thank you and bye.